So the next question kind of already answered it, Joey. Is the reimbursement only for mortgage? So I think you answered that. It is just for mortgage at this point, correct?
Well, again, it's on a case-by-case basis on the other verticals. We need to have a discussion with you to find out the details. We can publish the full reimbursement bundled offering because it's pretty clear-cut. However, in the debt vertical, in the insurance vertical, it depends on the product you want us to dial on, how many users and what program you want within Leads360, and the amount of lead flow that you have coming each day is going to determine if we can do it or not, and the dollar amount of commitment. So please call us to discuss that, and then we can work that out with Leads360, depending on if it's debt or insurance. But you need to speak to us about that on a one-on-one level.
Perfect. Great. So the next question is from John. It's about, can you please explain more the double positive offering for insurance? So just at a high level, John, and then you can give me a call, the number below. My name is Brian. I run that sector for us. Insurance, again, it's our biggest vertical. It's very hot. We have a couple offerings there. For example, if you are already buying leads, if you're buying leads from NetQuote, InsWeb, Insure Me, Hometown Quotes, any of those guys, we can process those for you so that we will do the outbound calling. I almost guarantee cheaper than you don't do it on your own, and better relative to contact rate of conversion, and charge you per lead or per transfer. That's one model. If you are not currently buying leads, we have relationships with suppliers where we have negotiated a volume discount that you can leverage so that we can give you leads and bundled with our transfer price at a flat rate of anywhere from $8 to $12 per bundled transfer. So I mean per lead, which includes our fee and the lead cost. But I don't want to take the whole group's time to explain it any further other than we have both those offerings, and I'd love to chat. John, give me a buzz. So next question, does this work with commercial real estate? So relative to double positive, it certainly can. For us, the only requirement for us to do what we do is there needs to be a source of leads and then someone to buy those leads. So if you're a commercial real estate developer or vendor, if you have a source of leads, somewhere where you can buy leads in a decent volume, we certainly can slip in the middle and perform that outbound segment probably better and cheaper than you could do it on your own. The problem is in a lot of the other verticals, B2C and B2B verticals, there just aren't enough leads, and I suggest that we don't add value to someone that can only get one lead a day. You don't need us to dial those leads if the volume's not there. So quick answer, if you have a lead source and a good volume, we certainly can slip in the middle and do the outbound. Okay, Joe, you might want to help with this one. Can the data record be accessed by others, like processors, real estate partners, et cetera, to see the progress towards the sale?
Well, I think that's more towards Ryan,
yeah.
Because obviously on the front end, we're going to post the data in real time and let them start the sales process. But Ryan, you want to go ahead and talk about the privileges within and who has access within the 360 software?
Absolutely, yeah. So that is definitely one of the advantages that having data and a system provides, as you have additional layers of visibility across the organization. So you can set custom roles, if you will, for certain users that they can have visibility over certain leads within certain statuses or stages. So it's very customized. You can control who has visibility over what.
Good.
Okay, perfect. So, Joey, this is probably a good one for you. If one agent is busy, how will the transfer go to the next agent that is available? Do we give you all the direct phone numbers for all the agents?
Well, the short answer is we can do anything, whatever is relevant to the sales organization. However, the best case scenario is a hunt group or an ACD technology where you call into a number, it distributes the calls to the next available sales associate. Secondarily, if you have a traditional receptionist or somebody that answers the phone and then can just get the lead over, hot transfer over to a sales associate, that's the next best scenario. Lastly, if you are an individual, again, Leads360 and Double Positive can work with individuals, and at that point, we do have a pause button, and our goal is to build that within the 360 software as well, to where if you're on the phone with one of our hot transfers or one of your own referrals or clients, or you're going to the bathroom, or you're in a meeting or eating lunch, you can simply click the pause button, and that will prevent us from sending another call through. and when you're back from lunch or you're out of your meeting or you're off the phone with one of our hot transfers, you can click the resume button. That means you're ready to start taking a new call. So that technology is something that we're known for, something that our competitors out there don't have.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Joe. If you cannot transfer because no one answers, is there any charge? Asked by John. John, there is. So here's the thing. If we're in the process of the transfer, we do our thing. We score the lead. We get the consumer on the phone. We qualify. We confirm interest, and we go to transfer them, and then no one answers on your end. At that point, we've incurred all of our costs, and your team didn't pick up. We do charge you for that call, assuming that the agent didn't or the consumer didn't hang up. So if the consumer hangs up at some point prior to 60 seconds into the call, we do not charge. If it's after that, we make the assumption that we couldn't transfer or the consumer hung up because you weren't there. And again, we have to because we've done everything there, and since we only charge per transfer, we have to charge for that. However, we arm you with tons of tools to keep that from happening. First of all, you have the ability to set your hours of operation, and you can change it whenever you want. So you can come in and say, I want transfers Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 5. And we will only dial on your leads at that time. In addition, you have the ability to put your account on hold at any time. So let's say you're supposed to be open 1 to 5, but it's 2 o'clock and you're going to go play golf. You come in and put your account on hold, and we won't transfer. So we give you tools to prevent that. But if we do the work and we can't transfer it, you will get charged for a transfer. Next question. So what is the cost per transfer for insurance? Asked by Ron. Ron, gosh, I'll throw some numbers at you, and then if I confuse you, feel free to give me a buzz. Right now, the cost per transfer for insurance leads is varying quite a bit because we have so many different customers. We have large national carriers that are buying literally hundreds and hundreds of transfers a day from us, and other individual buyers that are buying 2 and 3, a week. So the range is literally $10 to $22, I'd say, per transfer, that range. So maybe you're in the middle somewhere. That's per transfer. That's assuming you provide the leads, and that's per transfer. We also can do a per lead model if you want, and it's going to be right around $4 per lead, not per transfer. If you're a nationwide agent, we have been approved on the gross services contract, and the fee there is $375. So figure $375, $4 per lead, or probably realistically $15 to $20 per transfer, unless you can take over 100 transfers a day. But again, I know that's a lot of data. Feel free to buzz me if you want more specifics, Ron. Okay, are the fully bundled mortgage leads from LendingTree from their short form or long form product?
They're from their short form product. We're about to announce a huge partnership with LendingTree. Press release should hit sometime here, hopefully within the next week or so, and that is for their open sale slots for their short form leads. Now, if you're working with them directly, we're going to tell you that we're not going to take your business in regards to the fully bundled offering, because we can't do that with the lead supplier. Basically just take away their profit margin by working through us to get a fully bundled offering. However, we can do the per transfer model or the per lead model on a managed lead. So it would be $4 per managed lead, or about $20 per lead that results in a transfer. So if you send us 100 leads a day and 20 of them result in a transfer, we'd only bill you that $400, 20 times 20, and that's where you know that we have some skin in the game with those leads. So yeah, so we're very excited to go live with LendingTree. However, we have some other great partners in Lower My Bills, Bills.com, and Rate Marketplace are our key partners for the mortgage product.
Okay, hey Ryan, next question for you. What is the cost for Leads360 and insurance?
Depends on the product that makes the most sense for you. Chances are it either be our small business or enterprise solution. The primary difference between the two solutions is enterprise is fully configurable, which appeals more to companies, or it's a better fit for companies that have really 10, 15, or more insurance agents that need a really customizable solution. The enterprise, if that's what you're looking for, that starts at about $65 a user. If you're less than that and the small business solution makes sense, then it'd start at $40 per user. And so definitely give us a call, and we can talk more about that.
Perfect. So this is for either of you, really, I think, Ryan or Joey. What is the typical conversion rate on mortgage bundled leads?
Well, I'll start, and then Ryan, definitely pass it off to you as well so you can touch in. So when you say fully bundled leads, I'm assuming they're meaning our bundled mortgage offering. So I'm going to go off the notion that, so we have two different products there. One is a lightweight filtered product that confirms basically interest of the consumer. It has excellent good credit, 85% or less loan to value. That typically is going to convert and fund about anywhere from 3 to 5%. The typical average internet lead, if you were to do it yourself, is around 1%. So we're gonna make sure that you get around 3 to 5% conversion.